Pod Chef. Pod Chef. You're listening to Pod Chef. When I say pod, y'all say chef. Pod Chef. You're listening to Pod Chef. That's a podcast about Top Chef, and that's a broadcast. It's on TV, and you can watch it. They got 22 seasons, that's a lot, kid. But you can skip those. We do recaps about the whole show, talking food, yo, and some other stuff. Yeah. You're now listening to Pod Chef, the official podcast of the TV show Top Chef, with your hosts, Jamal, Bryan, and Reaves. And I only said their first names because I don't know everyone's last names, and I'm trying to be polite. Now enjoy the show.
Hey, welcome to Pod Chef, the official Top Chef podcast. I am your host, Jamal. With me, as always, is Reaves. Say what's up.
What's up, people? We're back. We're back doing the cooking show.
Is third mic here?
Let's check him. Say hello. No, people. Remember?
What's up, party people? Like Reeves just said, we're back. Oh,
What's that voice you're doing?
I think I'm back.
What's that voice you're doing?
Doing John Wick. That's what he sounds like, right? He's like, oh yeah, I think I'm back.
Okay.
Is what he says. He's like out of the game.
Yeah. I'm gonna revenge my dog.
Yeah, I think I'm back. Is what he does.
Did I miss a trailer?
The first one.
Yeah, this is in the first one, I think.
I think I'm back. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I
I'm
definitely
back.
missed a trailer then.
Yeah. I think I'm back.
Can you guys stop doing it? Because it makes me feel like I'm left out of a thing that I feel like I should know so I can be included. And I know Bryan is pretty inclusive. So why are you excluding me right now?
That you're right. Yeah, I am inclusive, and I'm trying to be more inclusive.
Well, let's maybe do a line from a trailer of a movie that we all know. So, Jamal,
Okay.
why don't you throw out a movie that you know, and Bryan and I will do a line from it.
Oh, God.
Just any movie. Any movie that
movie.
you know. You just there are so many movies.
Could be
any
old
movie.
or new.
Yeah.
Could be a cartoon.
Yeah. Just one that had a trailer, which is, like most movies.
Yeah.
What was the trailer for Hateful Eight?
I know they didn't have Channing Tatum in the trailer, but he does show up in the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
does
And
show
what
up
does
at
he
the
say
end.
when he shows up?
Y'all niggas freeze.
He does say the N-word, I think.
That
And
Yeah.
Reeves, you can go first. How about just Django? Should we do Django instead?
Sure.
What is his famous line?
He goes, oh yeah, I'm back.
But you gotta do it like Leonardo DiCaprio though.
I think I'm back.
It's like, I think I'm back. And then he says the N-word.
Yeah, I think I'm back.
Oh, you know
Followed by
what?
the N-word.
I feel like I'm getting into Keanu Reeves again.
Yeah, it's so hard.
I think I'm back.
Wait, are we back to the
Morpheus?
future? That's not him. That's the other. They do
Morpheus?
Bill and Ted.
I
Morpheus.
think I'm back.
Oh, I think I'm back in the Matrix.
Trinity saved me. I think
Is
I'm
Trinity
back.
the girl?
Wow, so reductive. Yes.
Okay. Not as cool as the name is Morpheus.
Well,
Yeah, give me the red pill. Women suck. Hate the red pill. That's what happens.
Mm-hmm.
It's get
Reddit's
red
made
pill.
out. Yeah.
all right.
That's what they do on Reddit.
Just gave
Do you
fans a
have
lot of
something-
reasons not to want to listen to the beginning
Yeah.
of the podcast.
So we were on such a good string there until you brought up that last part. Brian,
That's what the internet is.
Bryan, did you have anything you wanted to share with us?
Yeah,
this
yeah,
week?
yeah. So as you guys know, we've been off for a few weeks. We had our summer vacation, and it just so I know a lot of people go on vacation, have a lot of fun. It happened. Just so happened for me, I did get called for jury duty,
Hmm.
so I have been sequestered for the last couple of weeks. So I'm not really sure what's going on in like the social media world. Like I don't know what the big things are out there. I kind of missed everything. I'm trying to like get all that stuff,
The Diddy
news
trial
and
ended the
stuff.
way you predicted.
Hmm.
I
Well, I
said the
can't.
Diddy
No, I
trial
can't. I
ended the way
can't
you
talk
predicted.
about. I can't talk about.
Wait,
I
is that the
can't
trial?
say. I can't say what trial I was on.
Wait, hold on a second. Is that the trial you were
I
on?
can't legally say what trial I was on. I can answer questions regarding the trial. I can't use. I can't use specifics.
Was the defendant in the music industry?
Yes, that I can say. I can say that.
Okay, it's not Diddy then.
Okay, not Diddy. Okay, so he was in the music industry. He was in the music industry,
Or
It's a
she.
he
or she,
or she.
or
I
they.
can't. I think I can. Is he? I can say that. That I can say. Yeah.
Is he piano player?
I don't. That didn't come up.
Okay, if you saw this person in the industry in front of a piano,
Mm-hmm.
would you be shocked, or would you say, "Oh, yeah, that fits"?
I wouldn't be shocked, but I
Okay,
don't know if it fits. This person's very
Mm.
musical.
okay.
They've made a
Does
lot
this-
of music.
Does this person wear robes?
Yes.
Okay.
Most people in the
Mm.
music industry wear robes, though. That's pretty vague, I think. Robes
Okay.
is very popular in the musical industry.
Okay.
Also, you guys, I mean, I shouldn't be answering. I can, but I shouldn't be answering questions. Like,
Hmm.
this isn't a game. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Mhm.
if you, like, I can just tell you I was sequestered.
What was their order when you guys did? They do the ordering in the court for lunch. What did they get?
Oh, so yeah, so the judge does say what's everyone want in the courtroom, and you do hear everyone's order, the defendant, all the people in there. You do it's you think it should be like the jurors when they go away. No, it's everyone in
Everyone,
Mhm.
yeah.
in the whole room. This
Because
person,
I've done this before, and I'm like, you're ordering that again? Jesus. Christ.
yeah, I mean the judge always wanted Subway every time. He was like, it's the only thing you can get nearby that's actually
Yeah.
healthy. And I had to be like, Judge, it's not health. Look, they tell you it's healthy. It's not.
Yeah.
Like
It's a
you
chance
can
for
make
you to be
healthy
the judge.
options there, but in general, like what you're getting, of course, foot long tuna on the cheese herb bread, not that good for you.
Yeah. Foot long tuna on the cheese herb bread.
Yeah,
Now,
he had the
Bryan,
yeah.
were you ashamed to say your order in front of everyone? Did you alter it because you're like, well, I have to say it in front of everyone. I don't want them to know that I want 4 meatball slubs.
Thank you.
I'm not going to eat
That's
them
the
all
reflection.
now.
Well,
Because we
so
know
it
he didn't
did.
just get one.
I did keep. I would lean over to the people next to me, and I would say, "Hey, is there a limit to how many we can get?" And they would just say, "What are you hungry for?" And that's not what I asked. Is there a limit to what we can? Is there like an amount? So apparently, we all had $30 to spend every day.
Okay. All right.
I don't like when you ask that question of like, is there a limit? And they say, well, one sandwich, someone says, well, one sandwich is big enough for one person. And you're like,
That's not what I asked.
that's not what I asked.
Mm.
I am going to spend the amount you give me.
Yeah. I'd
My
like to know
job-
the budget, please.
I have a quarterly thing for $50 for this like meeting that we have. I don't know why it's so much. You better believe I'm fucking hitting. I'm going over and spending $10 on my own money.
You
Yeah.
come back, you tell the judge, you stand up, you're like, I'm so sorry, I went over again. I went over again. How much do I
What's
owe
the
you?
damage?
I got
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I got. He's like, we'll get it at the end, and he does. She is a woman judge.
Hmm.
But yeah, so the defendant, no, the person who was being in trouble, maybe allegedly in trouble, did try to order like ostrich eggs. He kept being like, I'll have an ostrich. Give me the biggest egg you got.
Mm.
He's like, maybe get a turkey egg. I also had them recently that
Okay.
it said like we don't eat turkey eggs, and I didn't click it, so I don't know why you can't eat turkey eggs, but apparently you can't eat them.
But
either way.
I'm sensing that this person is probably from down under. You know what mean?
I can't place them geographically. I
Oh.
can say Great Tan.
Okay.
Can you say that?
Oh, I
So
already said it.
depends on who it is.
Great tan.
Well, actually, that brings up a question. If you would say that to them, would they be
Yeah.
offended?
So I did say that to them, and they were.
Okay.
Okay. So it's not a tan, it's their skin color.
I did say, I was like, wow, I stay in the sun all day, and I don't get anywhere near that. Like, what's your secret? And they said, the fuck did you say to me? And then
You're
I
the
was
meatball sub
they
guy,
had this
right?
whole thing. There's actually this whole like side court they have at courts these days to solve
Yeah.
little interpersonal things that happen inside the court. So I had to go to that, and that's what
Court.
They
I hate
it's
that.
court. They really like the guy who was in trouble. He did it. Like we all know he did it.
Yeah.
But it took a long time because I kept going to court, and it just
Mhm.
really, really drawn out the process. Like, oh my god, the
Well,
court,
Isn't-
like
The
Isn't
mistake with court
actually
one at a time, boys.
isn't the court called last chance litigation?
Some people call it that. Yes, yeah. When you would get in trouble, the judge would say, "Don't go anywhere. You still have a chance to go to jail in the last chance litigation.
Yeah.
You can still go to jail. Last chance litigation."
Hey, turn that front upside down. You might get back over here to normal court.
You can
You
still
might-
go to jail.
We'll
Earn
see you
your
at last
chance
chance
back.
litigation.
Yeah,
Fight your way back to normal court.
yeah. You go in there and you have to face the last person who got in trouble.
And it's really- It's imbalanced because it's
Yes.
like you might have just had a minor misdemeanor
Yes.
and you're going
Yes.
up against someone who
Yeah.
has like multiple murder charges.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
You
And
both
that
have to
person's, like,
recreate the crime.
Hungry.
Yeah.
They're
And they've
hungry to
been in
get
there
back
for a
into the
while,
court.
and they know the process to get back in.
Yes.
It is tough.
And you're sometimes thrown into court. Like you get thrown into that mix because you
Yes.
break some of the rules when all of a
Yes.
sudden you like stand up and you ask the judge, you're like, I think I know the answer. I think it's guilty.
Yes.
And they're like,
yeah.
the trial, there's no right or wrong here. It's not a question.
Yeah.
You
But I
will
had the
be-
answer, I would say.
Yeah.
It's not an answer. And I say, but
They're
I have
guilty.
it.
And they're like, it's just an opening statement, Bryan.
Yeah. That sort of thing you can't do. You can't use the evidence for your own stuff, even if you like need it real bad, apparently. Like that's wrong. Like,
Mhm.
okay, my nose started to run. I can't grab a towel that's up there
Yeah.
and wipe my nose. Apparently, no.
That's ridiculous.
It's stupid, right? They've already got what they need off of it. I just need it again.
Mhm.
Are you talking about my nose?
Hmm?
Are you talking about my nose?
I wasn't, but I could if you'd like me to. It looks great.
Because I swear, if another person comments on my runny nose, I'm going to be in court.
Well, they'll put you in court for that.
Yeah.
You got a little cold?
I've had a little cold
A little
since I
summer
came
cold.
back from Portugal.
Portugal.
Yeah, they do that there.
Portugal.
They're all sick there, as far as I know. That's why I don't go.
I didn't mean to derail us. Keep going.
It's okay.
No.
We're not. Yeah,
It's
we're not.
real.
Yeah.
Are there other things you wanted this to do with this, Bryan, or should we keep asking questions?
Yeah, was there something you're looking for?
I mean, if there was something that I was looking for, there's a good chance that someone very early on said it wasn't that thing, so we can't go back and do it now. if in fact that's what I was doing, very early in the process, someone said, "Oh, it's not that thing." So like
Okay.
you have to like, so like if it was that thing, I'm not saying it was or it was not. It is not now that thing.
Can I make a pitch? I think we should know the gist of the idea ahead of time so that we don't then trample it. Just so that the idea can breathe a little bit more. Because I'm under the impression that we're having a discussion. I'm the host. I'm trying to like keep it real, and I'm trying to move
Yeah.
the show along.
Yeah.
So when you say something, I'm like, oh, I can bring up this topical thing. It'll be no problem. But then I bring
Right.
it up, and it just smashes your
It
idea.
completely, yeah. If
And
that
so
was my
that's what I
idea,
don't want to happen.
If that was my idea, what you
Yeah.
did say just completely,
Yeah.
fucking just
If that was your idea,
took it out and beat the fuck out of it, and then sent it back in, and it was just like floundering, just trying to figure out what it is it was supposed to do now.
So in the future, just be like, yeah, I got a courtroom bit. Let's not talk about any current events. Just let me set it up. Just something quick like
No,
that. And
yeah,
then we're
yeah.
all
I
on the
mean,
same page.
like in my defense, I thought that like it being obvious that's what I was doing would set up
Mhm.
to play into that versus just saying what it is.
Oh,
Um,
I see what the bit should have been.
Yeah.
We
Reaves does
don't
things
say.
like that a lot. Reaves will set something up and then he'll be like, "Oh, Jamal was in the Chinese balloon," like that sort of thing is what like Reaves does. That's what I was trying to do. I can keep going though. I mean, we were kind of founding something. I think I'll keep doing it.
I tried to like rebound with Last Chance Litigation.
That was good. No, I'm saying
Yeah.
we did not find something. I think we found something sort of, but it wasn't. When you do improv, if you come into a scene with an idea, that's the difference between like UCB and like natural and like organic improv.
Mhm.
UCB, you come in with an idea and you got to steamroll. You got to say like, "Hey guys, me, I was in the Diddy trial yesterday," and then we all can play that game. Whereas
Yeah.
organically, I would say like, "Wow, guys, I was in a trial yesterday as a juror," and then as a group, we would build it. And you said it
Mhm.
wasn't Diddy, and so therefore, we as a group decided it wasn't Diddy and found something
Yeah.
else. Apparently, it's this person of color from Australia, and I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
But
probably a
sometimes
person of color. When I like to initiate improv, I just like if it's a courtroom scene, I just go and sit down and say nothing and stare off into space and then see where the scene goes. And then afterwards, I tell everyone, yeah, I was going to do a whole Diddy court case thing. I pulled
Yeah.
it from the opening, but you guys fucked it up and you didn't see what I was doing. So it seems like that's on you guys that we missed a really good opportunity. I think we made something out of that
I
bit,
think so
though.
too. I think so
It kind of felt like we were like, you open the door to a restaurant and then we said, let's go to the back and look through the trash. And we found some good stuff in the trash.
Mhm.
Like, I had something I wanted us to order at the restaurant, but we got there and you guys like, "We're not eating that." Went to the back, went to the trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We found food though.
Yeah,
There
you
was
can
food in
find
there.
food in the trash. Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
food in the trash for sure. Is it good? Maybe.
Yeah,
I
could
don't
make you
know.
sick.
Not everything that's thrown out is like half eaten or anything. Sometimes
Mhm.
it's a full thing that like had a fly land on
Or
it.
sometimes it's
You
like
throw it
something
out.
you started to cook and then fucked up and just threw it in the trash.
Yep.
Yeah, and then it like
Or
kept
someone else came by
cooking,
and
so
fucked
it
it up.
was
Yes.
good enough for someone else later.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to Chefs I Prepared for You. This is a segment we do every week where we talk about what we had for dinner last night and only last night and present it as if we're presenting it to the judges on Top Chef. There will be a winner we will choose at the end. And I'll go first. Chefs I procured for you chicken tendies and mozzarella sticks at Alamo Cinema Draft House.
Okay. Yuck. I was very excited for you having chicken tendies, then you said they were from a theater.
Yeah.
Yes, they were. I was
Okay.
watching 28 years later.
Okay, on my list of things to see, right
Okay.
underneath Eiffel Tower.
Okay. In that order.
You want to
Yeah.
go see a movie? I gotta go to France first, but when I get back,
I will see 28 years later.
I will
Just
see
go
that
see the
20.
Eiffel Tower and see the movie in the same day.
I mean, that's the dream.
It'll
Two
probably
birds,
be
one
have
stone.
closed captions on it, but yeah.
Big stone.
This food you got, I haven't had either one of these from
Yep.
the Draft House. The chicken tenders, are they like long? How many did you get?
Tres.
3.
Oof, that's a small number of attendees.
Yeah,
Right.
that's how
I'll be
crisp.
honest with you. I thought they were. I think they've changed some stuff around. I could have sworn last time I was here, it was 5 tendies
Five's a good
Mm,
number of attendees.
and a bigger amount of fries. So what I'm seeing is there's less tenders, less fries, and it costs more.
You're telling me, brother.
This brand.
Do you want to know what those two things and a Sprite cost me?
Wait, no. Let's
last
play the
night?
guessing game. We could probably guess.
Okay. All right.
So you got a
I just
Sprite?
want to say it. I got chicken tenders, Mott sticks, and Sprite. I was still celebrating 4th of July. Freed
You got the
myself
Sprite.
from I liberated myself from my diet for a weekend.
The attendees came with fries. You're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
They were
are
also
we
lemon
including
pepper
tip?
tendies.
You didn't tip.
Wow.
I'm not tipping at a fucking movie theater. I don't care what those Canadians told me last time we talked.
Okay.
I wasn't there.
Did you tip?
Well, do your guess. I did tip, but do your guess.
Okay.
I am going to say $42.
What was your guess?
$42.
$43.
You son of a bitch.
All right. Do you want to know the answer? Can I reveal?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
For a chicken tendies and mozzarella sticks and 1 Sprite, it cost me with tip $50.
God
Oh
damn.
my gosh. And I can't imagine how hard that would have been to write in the dark when they give you the check and assume that you're going to sign it at that point. And you're like, why don't you just wait till the lights are up when I can actually see it?
They
and
do it
sign
on QR code now.
Oh, they do now.
Ah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Can
I
you?
was driving home and I got an alert that says, please close your tab.
You didn't pay. You tried to dine and dash.
You drive back and you're trying to ask the manager, like, what the hell is this? I thought it was all inclusive. They just started bringing me food.
You mean you didn't get food in my $30 movie ticket that had come with food? That was just the movie.
So, that movie was quite pricey.
When did you see it?
What time?
Premium? Yeah. What time did you go?
7:15.
Okay, peak of the peak.
We've talked about this before. The movie was quite pricey, but I got it. So
What?
didn't affect me.
Yeah, you.
He's good for it.
I have a question for you.
Yeah,
These tendies, could you tell frozen or fresh?
frozen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even
I
more,
famously-
which made me even more angry.
I famously worked at an AMC theater for one night, if you guys remember.
Mhm.
They had both options there. They had frozen tendies and fresh dipped tendies.
Interesting.
The fresh ones weren't terrible.
These
Yeah.
They
didn't
cost
feel
a
like
lot
they were
more.
fresh.
What's that? They probably weren't.
Yeah, but they're also tossed in. You could get a dry rub spice, and I got lemon pepper dry.
Gotta get it wet, baby.
They didn't have it as an option.
Well, you don't want it anyway. You're a dry boy.
Well, actually, Brian, if it's on the menu, I'm compelled by my blackness to order lemon pepper wet. Even if I don't eat it, it's
you
going to
ordered
be at the
you ordered a
table.
fucking Sprite too. So I mean, Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
do you see what happens? Do you see what happens when the menu and it's on the menu and it's right in front of me? I have no
Can't take-
choice but to.
I mean, people are watching you.
Yeah. Well, it's in the dark. No one
That-
can see.
I hate to pull us back to this, but Brian, for new listeners, do you want to tell everyone why you did have to leave that job? I know you were labeled as a problem at the end of the day by your supervisor.
Yeah, I did. Look, I didn't do anything. All right, there were accusations, and some people felt uncomfortable, but nothing. I didn't do anything. It's just when you put a 40-year-old man in a back room with teenagers,
Mm-hmm.
they get uncomfortable. And I didn't do
Yeah.
anything. I'm just sitting there, but my
Yeah.
presence is off-putting. And
Yeah.
as a 40-year-old man, I see it now. I see it.
But
I
like at that
appreciated
time,
the note. At that note, the fuck, hey, let go of me. What are you doing? Sort of situation. Like I didn't do
Yeah.
anything.
well, you didn't do anything, and like at that point in time, it was funny to see if you could shove as much popcorn down your pants as possible.
Well, yeah. I mean, they were looking at me, and I could not do it. Like
Yeah.
I could tell they had like thoughts of like, what's this 40-year-old guy doing? And in my mind, they're like, oh god, he's like looking at me. He's like being a creep. And I said, well, I'm not being a creep. I'm just putting popcorn in my pants.
No,
Like, that's not weird. This is fun.
and all
We're in a
you're
movie
doing,
theater.
and you're trying to bring them into it by asking them, "Do you think I can put more? Do you think I can fit more?
Do you have any you can put in here?
Are you surprised that I can fit more?"
Right. Do you have anything else you want to add to this?
Gonna have to loosen my belt after this meal.
And then ask them like, "Do you think they will allow me to take this all home with me now?" No, it's been in my.
You guys
pants.
won't tell on me if I leave with this in my pants, right? And they were like, you gotta tell it's in your pants. And I was like, no, I'm just wide hipped.
I have more space. Do you think I could
I'm
fit a movie
pear-shaped.
in here too?
Yeah. What movies are out then? I don't remember. But can I take it home with me? I'll bring it back, I promise. But then I
Wasn't
didn't
this
come back, of
during
course.
Barbenheimer?
No.
No.
Before. I didn't make it to
Okay.
summer.
What a shame.
Chefs, I prepared for you, and I really wish I had a different answer for you. I did. I was not in my home. I was somewhere else, and it feels like if you're in another place, the food and the cuisine you will be eating and making will be different.
Yeah.
Not in this case. If Saturday was Friday, yes. But Friday was not Saturday. Saturday was Saturday.
It never is.
It never is.
You always think it's gonna be.
I did make pasta.
Yes.
Penne pasta.
The only
And
kind he
pasta
likes.
sauce. Made the whole box. Didn't need
Mhm.
the whole box. I had to throw some of it out the next day because it wasn't my house. I broke into a house on 4th of July. No big deal.
They're outside.
They're not using it.
No, they're watching fireworks.
Yeah, not me. In the bathtub.
Independence.
Too loud.
Did you have wait, sorry, is there more?
No.
Did you
No,
have
there's not.
intentions of making something else? But
Was there a protein?
No. There wasn't.
What was the sauce?
It was just a pasta sauce from Walmart. I think it was
color?
Walmart.
What color? You keep
It-
saying pasta sauce.
It was red.
Yeah, what-
red
yeah, okay,
sauce.
okay,
I
red,
should
okay.
say
Okay.
marinara sauce. You're right. You're
Okay,
right.
all right.
that's
all
for
right.
pizza.
Yeah, it was for pizza, a very sweet pizza. It was a very sweet red marinara sauce.
What a
It-
sweet pizza, kind boy.
Real nice pizza.
The sweetest boy you ever cooked.
Kind you can bring home to your mother if she ate red sauce. Heartburn.
How could I stay mad at this pizza?
Pinch its cheeks. Was that the
Sad.
plan? What was the plan?
There was no
Walk us
other
through your
plan. The day before was the birthday of America, and we celebrated like
Mhm.
all Americans do with a grill.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
We grilled a whole bunch of stuff. Dogs,
Yeah.
burgers.
Mm-hmm.
Made so many we had them for lunch the next day.
Heck
Nice.
yeah.
But once we got to Saturday night,
Uh-oh.
I looked around and I said, we got Houston, we got a problem.
Mm-hmm. Spaceships.
Roger that, Endeavor. We'll get back to you with some food options.
Oh God. Oh God.
stay-
There's an explosion. Oh God.
Stay in orbit.
Tom Cruise. No wait,
Tom-
Tom Hanks.
Yeah, Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. Yeah.
did-
I think I'll
did
back.
Tom Cruise, Kevin Spacey.
I like the
who
idea
else?
of Reaves searching for food and then he gets a call back from NASA saying, okay, we're going to need you to get these items. We figured out a way for you to make some clean air instead of solving your problem. Food.
The Martian.
Mm-hmm. Freaking guy's a genius, right?
Mm-hmm.
Competency porn.
I told you guys I did the other book by him. I liked it a lot.
You like
They
it?
got a movie coming out. For a
You gotta
show.
watch it. I just
movie.
finished Sphere, the 1989 Michael Crichton original.
Okay.
Mark Wahlberg.
Dress
It's-
apart.
it's
Marky Mark.
Oh, the movie? The movie is Dustin Hoffman.
Love some Hoffman.
Yeah, it's not good. That is my sad dinner. There were no
Right.
other options. I made too much. I had to throw some of it out the next day, which is very
Bread
sad.
on the side for dipping? Anything
No,
like
no
that?
bread. No bread.
Okay.
Just
Wow.
just the pasta.
Okay. Red
Just the
sauce,
pasta.
noodle, nothing else.
Pasta la vista.
Is very sad,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
but baby, it fills me up and I don't have any questions afterwards.
And hey, it cost 35 cents.
Oh, it's 35 cents. After these tariffs, yeah, 35 cents. Thank you.
If I told you
After
guys
that
about
big,
my
beautiful bill comes out,
have I told you guys what I used to eat when I was broke?
your struggle meals? I don't think
Yeah. Did I tell you about this?
Mm-mm.
The spaghetti with basically butter on it or olive oil, sliced up spam, and frozen veggies.
That's one, by the way.
That's one meal. Yeah, it was like, but
No,
it's
that's
like
one.
10.
You said the S word.
I said what?
You said the S word. You said it one time. We've got two more.
Yeah, we just don't want to say it 2 more times because we don't want,
Something to happen.
a guest. It's
I
not a guest
understand-
episode.
I
so.
understand what you're saying now. I don't
Yeah, we're
wanna
doing a
bore
short
you. I will
episode.
not
We don't
say
want
it.
that to
I will
happen.
not say it.
It's actually really short. We're 30 minutes in. We haven't gotten to the
I'm
episode
not
yet.
going to say it again. I'm not going to say it again.
Okay, good.
Chefs, last night I procured for you a pizza pie from a place in Maplewood that I've been meaning to go to called Corner Slice. It's bringing hip New York vibes and New York pizza, though it is a square rectangle pizza, not circle pizza, to Maplewood. In that, they are also bringing in people who think they live in Brooklyn, but they live in Maplewood, very rich town in New Jersey. We ordered a large cheese pie. Here's my favorite thing to do. You order a whole cheese pie. My lovely wife, vegetarian, not adventurous pizza person, just eats cheese pizza. And that's fine. Love cheese pizza. But I like pizza with stuff on it.
Sure.
Here's what I do. I go into the store. We've ordered a pizza. Hi, I'm here for picking up an order for Carrie Donovan. I can dock my wife. Sure, let me grab it for you. Oh, and actually, can you give me a slice of that buffalo chicken and a special slice to go, please? Oh, yeah, sure. And oh yeah, maybe one of those hats too. Wearing a hat right now. I bought that too. So we
That
ordered a
explains
pizza.
that.
That was $26. I walked out of there. Oh, and we get Coca-Cola, Mexico in glass bottle, and we get a root beer too.
Can we guess?
50. Oh no, go ahead. Yeah, it's
No, it's too
$52.
late.
2 slices of hat and 2 sodas, $52. The hat was 30. But it's a camouflage hat. There's pizza on it. I can't not get this hat.
I've been jealous of this hat the entire recording.
It's
I
great.
can't not get this hat.
For the listeners at home, it is a camouflage hat that says pizza on it.
Just
in
says
white
pizza on
lettering.
it.
It is pretty cool.
So I'll
Do
say
they have
this.
online merch? What's the name of this place?
Corner Slice. They don't, but next time I go, I can get you one. They have a plain black one that feels more your style.
How do I say this in American? C, please.
The cheese slice, good. It was a good rectangle pie. It was pretty good. Was it Jamal's good? Not really, but it was good. The buffalo slice, very good. I love a buffalo chicken slice. The special slice, I thought was something else. When I got it, it was full of pork products on top. So couldn't eat that one. Wasted $5 there. Overall, good pizza. They were having a block party at the same time that I got there. Or it's a party that the pizza place is throwing. While I was there, someone was playing the Star Spangled Banner on a guitar. There was a clown who, I didn't see this happen, but after I saw, he did let someone staple a dollar bill to his face. And there was a pizza eating contest. This all happened while I was there. I was inside. I saw none of this.
Maplewood, New Jersey. Oh, these slices do look good.
Holy
It's a solid,
shit.
solid slice. Oh, I also didn't want to wait for them to heat up the slices. So I said, can I get those 2 slices extra? Just put them in a bag. And he said, oh, just so you know, we don't fully cook the slices. You have to go home and finish them. I said, well, no, you do it. I'm not going to do it. I don't want to do that. My wife did eat her half of the pizza in the car on the way home.
Hell
It
yeah.
was that good, huh?
We had just been doing some hockey on the ice, so we were a little tired and sweaty and hot. So it was a good experience. And the pizza's hottest when it's in the car. So if you're not driving, eat the pizza.
How many people with arm sleeve tattoos served you? when you got
Most
your
of
pizza?
them. If there were 10 arms total, I bet 6 of them had full sleeves.
I
So
mean, that's what
it's
happens
looking
when you
like.
make too many pizzas. When you're putting your arm into the pizza oven, at some point you pull it out, and you got like a spatula tattooed on your arm.
Yep.
Or you got,
Oyster
like,
shell.
Yeah, oyster shell. Yeah, it's just the nature of making pizza. It's like it's gonna show up there.
Yeah, it's just part of the plan.
So this clown that abused himself, was he invited or was he someone who just showed up and said, "Let me staple something to my head"?
From the Instagram account that I looked at afterwards, it did look like he was asked to host the pizza eating contest. So I think he was invited. I'm not sure if he was invited as a clown that would staple money to his face. I don't know. I wasn't there for the contract signing.
Uh-huh.
When I saw him, I did text my wife, there's a creepy clown here. I did say that. Turns out he is creepy. He stapled money to his face. So he wasn't just like a creepy clown. He was a clown that stapled money to his face. What else does he do? I don't know. More acts of depravity? Who knows? I wasn't there. I was inside waiting the whole time.
When you are hosting something as sacred on the 4th of July as a food eating contest, don't make it about yourself. It's about the fucking contestants, okay?
Yeah.
It's about America.
Mm-hmm. That's what Lady Liberty wants to see you gorge yourself on food. That's the one thing she asks from us.
Yeah.
She
doesn't-
says, "Yeah, my birthday's coming up." Oh yeah. What do you want? I don't really want anything. The
Don't
women,
give me
right?
anything. No gifts.
Women,
no
right?
gifts.
Yeah. I don't want anything.
Yeah,
I don't
no
want anything.
gifts. I don't want anything.
But us men, we know that. We know that's a trick. When women say they want anything, what they really want to do is watch people gorge themselves on food.
Yes. You do that. Lady Liberty says, this is exactly what I wanted for my
How'd you know?
birthday. If you instead dress up like a clown, staple money to your head, Lady Liberty will say, I did not ask for that.
I didn't want gifts.
Later, when you get back home, you can tell later Lady Liberty is upset.
It is a quiet car ride home.
Yeah.
That was a fun night, right?
Yeah.
That's you. That's you.
It's you. You're in the process of getting a staple remover to pull the money off your head.
That's good times, right? Huh? Yeah. You know, Dawn. I saw Dawn there.
Mhm.
She's like, "What's wrong?" The fucking clown, Bryan. He stapled money to his face.
It's my birthday. You
And
said
then,
no
of course,
gifts.
Then fucking Bridezilla shows up. Birthdayzilla shows up. Should we vote? Oh, sorry, we don't vote anymore.
All
We
right.
don't have to never vote again.
Yeah, we'll pick now. The floor is closed. You know the rules. You can't pick for yourself. And if there's a tie in the next round, you cannot pick the person you just picked in the previous round. I'll go first. I'm going to pick Bryan because the pizza looks good.
I will go second, and I will pick Bryan for what was it, a $30 hat?
Yes.
Which is technically
Good pick.
$4 cheaper than what a New Era hat costs now.
Some new airs are $40 plus.
Yep. And what are you getting for your extra money? Nothing.
Nothing. Flat
The
brim.
same fucking hat.
The brim's not even turned.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. My pick doesn't matter at this point, but I am still gonna exercise my right to pick. Jamal, what'd you have again?
Chicken tendies and mozzarella
That's right.
sticks
Oh my god,
for-
both these options are terrible. You both had such horrible meals.
Really bad choices.
Oh God, this is really picking between like I don't know, like a Hillary Clinton and a Trump. You know, both are terrible. You know, what am I
Yeah,
gonna pick?
That's
here?
why people didn't vote.
Yeah, but I gotta vote, or else something bad's gonna happen. I'm gonna choose. I'm gonna choose Jamal only because it costs a lot of money, and I think that's respectable.
Yes. I like.
If you're gonna have a bad meal, at least pay $50 for it.
And that sounds fit for an evil queen. We'll be right back after this. We're back. This is back to season 9, folks. We've returned
Oops.
and we've gone back in time, and we're now watching season 9. If you remember, if you go back and listen, you remember we just finished Restaurant Whores
I didn't
in
remember.
season 9.
Yeah.
And now we're on episode 11, post Restaurant Wars. Beverly's
Fallout.
still fighting with Lindsay, not Lindsay,
Sarah.
is it Lindsay?
Sarah.
It's Sarah. Sarah's mad that Beverly just won an elimination.
Grayson's still there.
Grayson's still there by the grace of God. And so now we're picking it back up. Season 9, episode 11. We've got 5 more episodes left in the season. Oh, 6 more episodes left in the season. And we're going to be at the end of season 9. Can you believe that we've been doing this long? So
This is
Reaves,
long.
catch us back up. Get us back through this. Let's get through episode 11.
As Jamal said, we did already do Restaurant Wars. I might have mentioned on the podcast that we hadn't. We actually did do it. Go back and listen to it. It was like in February. So this is Fit for an Evil Queen, episode 11. Original air date, January 18th, 2012.
Wow.
Ratings, 2.00.
Okay, that's still good. We're still millions of people.
Yeah.
Charlize Theron.
I mean,
draws.
she's a draw.
Yeah. She's a draw.
For a comparison, today, you don't get over, it starts with a 0. the rating 0 point something. Woo. So
Is
Unless,
last
of course, it's
season
like
even?
Big Bang Theory.
Yep.
That show still draws millions of viewers for
hell
whatever
yeah.
reason.
Woo. Fucking Sheldon.
Oh, young Sheldon, too, probably also pulling numbers.
Oh yeah, he
You
could
put
manage
Sheldon
that.
in anything? Whew, numbers.
He doesn't
Young
even show up.
world.
He just shows up and he draws main events.
AEW should book Sheldon.
Hell yeah.
Do you imagine he shows up?
Sheldon Shock.
Oh my god, it's
Pay-per-view.
Sheldon.
Hey, Sheldon. My God. My God.
He's so smart.
Bazinga. It's the stunner.
Yeah.
Toss me a milk.
So we open on the chefs talking through the war that they just had.
Mhm.
Congrats all
Bandaged-
around.
Bandaged arms,
Yeah.
slings, eyes covered up in patches.
Yeah, patches.
Looking
Everyone's
at,
got an IV.
looking
yeah.
at the letter that they have to take home to their friend gave to him as they were dying. So give this to my wife.
Dear
You're not gonna do it.
Mama,
You're not gonna
the
do
war
it.
was rough.
Forgot to give it to their friend.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. Look at that letter and you're like, oh fuck. I meant to give this to my friend to give to my wife. And
Go
the letter
home.
just says, please don't cheat on me.
You
Damn
didn't
it.
tell me not to. Fuck.
Fuck, I can't believe I forgot this. There's congrats all around to Beverly, except for Sarah. Sarah
Famously hates
is
her guts.
she fucking hates Beverly so much that she's disappointed that she won Restaurant Wars.
Yeah.
She's like, it's like all great that we won Restaurant Wars and everything, but I think it is so fucked up. It's like my own personal 9/11 that Beverly won, and it wasn't Lindsay, who is a saint among saints and should have won.
It's insane going back and watching these old seasons. People like this sort of stuff is going on. Someone's actively like being a bully and hating someone for nothing.
Nothing. And we can kind of talk about Beverly here. One person leaves who's bullying Beverly, and another person cleanly slots into that bully
Yeah,
spot.
picks up the slack.
No matter, as long as Beverly is still there, because before Sarah was someone else, is Sarah, and then even you get a little Lindsay bullying Beverly. Even kind of Grace in this
Grayson's
episode
kind of
is
getting
kind
on
of
it
like
too. Yeah.
she's kind of like
Starting to see a pattern here.
Beverly
Maybe
kinda goes
maybe
down.
it's Beverly.
I think is Beverly the problem. Beverly
Bryan
seems
would
very
victim
nice,
blame.
just a little anxious. So Tom walks in. He says, "Hey, chefs," and Sarah goes, "Oh God, no, not Tom! What are you doing here?" Everyone, when Tom walks in a room, everyone gets upset.
Yeah. Any situation.
He says, "You guys feeling real tired? You guys real sleepy? Can't wait to just have a quick trip back to a bed." Wrong. Get in your cars, drive at night back to San Antonio. All the way back. Pack your knives. Drive in the car. So they drive at night. The girls are quietly
Like
raging at
45
Beverly.
minutes.
They couldn't have driven them. They had a long day.
Yeah, you couldn't get sprung for a hotel. Them crash on the floor of the restaurant they're in. It's a fake restaurant.
Pretty sure Tom stayed the night.
Oh, Tom for sure stayed the night.
San Antonio.
In the Top Chef kitchen the next day, the chefs are greeted by patty cakes and Ripper
The
himself, the Ripper.
The Rip Doc.
And the quick fire here. The chefs had to make a sophisticated dish that incorporated 3 ingredients that they had to quickly grab off a rotating conveyor belt. And had a bunch of random shit on it. Oh, super fun. And the winner
This is a lot
receives
of fun.
immunity. Yeah. So you get this big conveyor belt. It's like basically like you're at the airport. You got to sit there. Certain people like Sarah just sit and wait the whole time looking for something good. Other
I
people.
enjoyed it. It was like, when you go to baggage claim and like people are picking up bags, like, oh, is this my bag? And they pick it up and they pull it off the conveyor belt and say, actually, this isn't my bag. And they put it back on. You're just sitting there waiting for stuff, checking it out. I enjoy that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
waiting for the lobster to show up and the baggage claim never shows up.
Yeah.
Never shows up.
You see it from distance. You race over, pushing people out of the way. I'm trying to get through that bucket of lobsters, and it like disappears. Lobster,
Yeah.
the claws waving at you as it goes behind.
3 times he misses it, and then the time he does get it, I'm pretty sure someone's in the back fighting him for it. I'm sure someone's grabbed it. He's like, they're like,
You see some hands, like some rubber gloves, trying to pull it out of
Although-
Chris Jones' hands.
I think what happened was he grabbed it out of the bucket and then he like dropped one of them, and so he was holding one raw with his hand instead of the whole bucket. So I think they were like trying to make sure the bucket of lobster didn't fall over in the
I
back.
do think that it's nice that these live lobsters did get to ride on a fun little Ferris like thing before they got either boiled alive or stabbed through the head
Lucky
to become
ducks.
dinner.
Hey, if they're lucky, stab through the head, right?
Yeah, if they're lucky.
And to
That's
not
the way
even
to
be
go.
like the main point of the meal, because he also had foie with it.
Yeah. And that was also in the conveyor belt, but there was just some ducks that were there. So he had to make that
Yeah.
get that liver out himself. I'm similar to
It's just some body positivity ducks that were on the conveyor belt.
You look great.
Beverly decides to cook first and then go off to the belt later. She's very low on time, so she just grabs a bunch of random shit. We see her just struggling with a can opener. We also see Chris Jones struggling to open a jar with a metal spatula. I don't know. I didn't hear anything in the challenge about there being any constraints around utensils you could use. He's like trying to pop it off with a metal
But
spatula.
everything Chris Jones does is not normal.
Yeah, he's doing it for clicks, for likes. This will be funny.
Yeah.
Time's up. Beverly starts crying immediately.
She forgot her
Um,
Rice Krispies.
She's like, I forgot my curried Rice Krispies. Oh no.
They made
Yeah.
the meal.
Which boy did she need this
Would have been nice.
immunity.
Would
Yeah.
have been nice.
And really to rub it in her face when they get to Beverly, they ask her a million times. They're like, well, where the Rice Krispie curry? Did you get a chance to put it on? She's like, no, I forgot it. And they're like, okay. And I don't see the Rice Krispie curry. Where did that end up? She's like, I missed it. And Pamela's like, okay, I don't know. Did you get Rice Krispie curry? Because I'm missing them on mine. They ask her like a million
Yeah.
fucking times
Yeah.
about it. And then it gets to the point where they're just like, can we just try it and just, it probably tastes like dog shit, but like, let's just try it and see what it feels like. And then like they try it and they're like, oh my God, it's so good.
It's so good.
It's
They never do this. They
No.
never say like just put it on and let me try it with it. They should do that more often. 'Cause
It
it's
is
good
mean.
TV.
Yeah, it's good TV. It's also very mean.
Yes.
Because
this would've
the
won.
the reaction has to be, oh, this is the best thing I've ever had. It can't just be
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, I didn't really need it. No, it's got to be like what happened in this
Or-
episode.
Or it's like, oh no, that made it worse. Like,
Yeah.
just like to make it funny. They're so like upset by it. They're like, oh no, this is actually terrible.
Yeah, it
I'm
was.
throwing up.
They were raving about how wonderful it is. Padma's like stomping her foot on the ground, like, oh my, so damn good. But you didn't get on the plate, Beverly, so we
Doesn't
would
count.
not be fair to the other chefs. So on the bottom here, Chris, Grayson, and Paul. Paul grabbed this bitter melon that looked like an alien turd. It was like surprised that no one liked the bitter melon. He even said, I don't like bitter melon. It doesn't taste good. Didn't work out. On top, Sarah, Lindsay, Beverly, who would have won by a mile if she had those
Yeah.
Krispies. But instead, by default, Lindsay has to win. And she was like, this is nice, but it's also kind of shitty because they told me to my face it wasn't the best dish.
And that it was to Beverly that I would have lost
Yeah.
to. We all know is a jerk, and we're all mean to her because she's mean to us.
Yeah, she's actually terrible.
She's actually the problem. Beverly's super toxic.
Padma then says, make way for the queen.
She's
Everyone
not talking
make
about
way.
herself. She's
She's
talking
like,
about her.
and now everyone guessed who the queen is, and everyone gets it wrong. But we all know that it is Charlize Theron who is the queen. When you think of a queen, you think of her.
Not monster. Not a monster.
No, No, she's not.
Even her last name sounds royal.
The Throne.
Yeah.
The Roan.
The Roan. That's actually a good point because every single person pronounces her last name in a different way throughout the episode, and that's kind of fun to see.
Yeah.
Everyone put their own spin on it.
Hey, did you guys meet Charlie the Ron?
Charlize Theron.
Sarah's like, she's my favorite actress, Charlize Theron.
Oh, so now we know why Chapel is so successful as Nepo baby.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Chapel
Mhm.
Roan is just Charlie's Theron's something. Niece.
Speaking of Charlize, the elimination challenge here, each chef had to prepare a dish from the most famous movie that came out in the past 15 years, Snow White, the fairy tale,
Huntsman.
and the Huntsman. And this, they talk about something really cool that they like just kind of started doing in movies where they take an old IP and they make it kind of dark.
They can make it all fucked up.
It's all like dramatic and like adult.
Yeah, like now the queen is like a serial killer, she says.
Mm-hmm.
She's like a serial killer. She
And
got a
we're out of
spin-off
time
off this,
now.
right? Did they do a spin-off of this with her, like the queen, doing something else?
Probably.
Possibly.
There's a
And
good
now
chance.
they've already gotten to a point where they've redone Snow White again.
Mm-hmm. This time it's nice, though. Except I think it's anti-Zionist.
Box
or
office
something.
disagrees. But yeah.
Well, because she said something about stopping the genocide, but walked her into that one, didn't she? Yeah. Did you guys see that movie when it came out 13 years ago?
No, absolutely
No.
not.
Nah, me
No.
neither.
I don't see movies. The food there is too expensive.
Everything that I ordered yesterday probably would have cost, I want to say, at least $20 less.
Yeah. You could have that stuff from McDonald's, and McDonald's is expensive these days. Oh, McDonald's prices going up. Jesus Christ.
Oh man, if I could go back to Chefs I Prepare for You, switch. I did get McDonald's one night too, and boy, would that! How much ripe comedy would I be able to
That
like,
we've
squeeze out of
I
that?
don't think we've ever talked about McDonald's on this show.
Never. I
What'd you
never
get?
get it. I can't talk
I haven't
about
had McDonald's in years.
I had it recently. I get nuggies sometimes if I'm just like, or like an ice cream cone. Okay, we can't talk about it. That didn't happen. We didn't eat
I
it.
can't talk about
So
it.
they're told to make something. They keep using the word wicked, which is confusing because
Mhm.
Wicked, the movie, just came out today time. That's about a mean queen, but this is not that.
Different kind of mean queen.
This is a different mean queen,
But
not
a
the
mean
mean
queen.
queen. Yes, a mean queen in Wicked, but they're making a wicked meal for a mean queen that's not in Wicked.
Yes.
I was confused the whole time.
Yeah, every time they brought out a dish, I was like, why isn't the dish green? I feel like that's what you should do. That's the opportunity.
Yeah, and
Make it
which one's
green.
the scarecrow?
Mm,
And where's the lion? And also flying monkeys.
yeah, and I don't remember there being a big black chicken leg with the talons still on.
I would have remembered that, I think, from because I saw that, and I'm actually a theater kid, and I did Wicked in high school, and I would have been like, there wasn't a black chicken leg in this, because I would have wanted that role.
I did
Meaty
props.
role.
I did props. I
Meaty
didn't get
role.
into the show. I auditioned 5 times, despite the fact that they told me not to.
Stop, they said.
Not the times after the first time, but I wasn't allowed to audition altogether.
Not even the first time. I shouldn't have been there.
No.
This is a fun elimination challenge. This is a good tie-in for the movie Snow White and the Huntsman. They didn't show a trailer or really push it that much, though. They didn't say when it's coming out or who else is in it or like if I should go see it. They just said like, here's Charlize. She's in a movie where she's a mean queen. Make a scary meal.
Yeah, make it scary as hell. If you go see the movie, great. If you don't, like, who gives a shit? We don't care.
I made fucking
Doesn't matter.
$10 million just to fucking show up. I don't care. If the movie makes money, it doesn't fucking matter to me.
The chefs head to Whole Foods to get their ingredients. Sarah says she's cooking a red wine risotto. Oh no.
Good idea.
Sarah. We see a lot of panic shopper Beverly. She's going way too fast. She's sneaking up behind people. She's hitting people's carts. We see her say sorry to an inanimate display shelf that she backs into.
It is nice that she said sorry, though.
She's sorry, shelf.
Shelfed in.
That shelf went home and was like, I'm gonna cross her name off the list.
In lipstick. Happy Gilmore. Is it Billy Madison? Sorry,
I think it's Billy Madison.
Billy Madison, right?
Yeah, I think so. He calls and he says he's sorry. No, it's fine. Yeah, I even know who are you? Great movie. You guys ready for Happy Gilmore 2 coming out? Oh man.
Oh my gosh. Can't wait. I hope that there's an ad for that in Top Chef next year.
Do that.
Yeah. Top Chef.
Adam, he
golf
famously
course.
loves Sloppy Joes. Do a Sloppy Joe challenge.
Oh, Bryan, can you imagine if there was a sloppy
Can I
Joe
write for
challenge?
this show, please? Can you guys hire me to write for your show?
We'd
just
turn it
did
up, baby. Yeah.
Hire us. We'll go. We gotta work. We got a writer's room. We don't use it much anymore because it's haunted now.
Yeah. Can't use it because of the ghosts that threaten to kill us when we go in there. I don't think they'd ever go through with it, though. I don't think they have balls.
Thank God you said that here, not in there.
No.
Not in the room.
Wouldn't say
Yeah,
it in the
don't
room,
say it
though.
to their face.
No.
They are scary though.
Yeah, they are actually terrifying.
But we are really good, right? What do you got to lose? This is the world we live in,
Everything
right?
you
What do you got to lose? Just
Yeah.
nothing matters.
We'll do it for a good price.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do what you're paying us to do this, but we'll do that. This is my name at the end of during the credits, and I want to meet Kristen.
Yes.
Just let me meet
Kristen while
Kristen.
she's about to go on Traders.
Yeah. Oh my God. Or just afterwards. So she's like, I can't say anything. I can't say anything. I'm like, well, did you go out earlier? She's like, I can't say anything.
I can't tell you, but I can tell you that it fucked me up for life, and I'm going to need serious therapy. I can't trust anyone now. I think everyone in my life is a traitor. Oh no, I said too much. Paul the next day has to go over kitchen ground rules to everyone for really no reason. But some of the rules that he lists are: be respectful, help other people when you can, don't like jump in front of someone else and take their ingredients. Cut to Beverly like shaking her head like, okay, interesting. She's got like a notepad writing these things down.
What do I do if everyone's doing these things to me?
You're the problem then.
Is there someone I can report to? Should I tell Padma if these things are happening to me?
Just write them down.
We'll take them at the end of the episode if you
Yes.
get advance.
If you make it through.
If you make it through, we'll take your complaints.
The next day,
We gotta get rid of Beverly this episode. She's causing problems. We gotta get rid of her.
She's got real complaints, but we cannot address them.
Yeah, we cannot address them.
Gotta
It's
find
easier just to get rid of her. Just make up something. She should have gone the last episode. Just get rid of her now.
Get her out of here.
oh, so
Been a problem since day one.
Yeah. I think I'm back.
I think
That's her after she wins Last Chance Kitchen.
she does well. Ed, for his concept, wants to show two sauces, white and black, to highlight, in his words, good versus evil.
Problematic.
Paul has 14 freaking components in his dish.
He
He's
burns 2 of them.
burns to him, says, no big deal, throw them out. I got 12 other
I
ingredients.
just won't use them.
And like we mentioned before, Grayson is making a blackened chicken, which looks extremely lean. She's keeping the talons on there. It does look creepy.
There's too much of her like handling it directly with like a head on it and her hands on it. She says, "Oh, it squeaked" or something like that, which like
Yeah.
I'm fucked up just watching this shit. You gotta serve it to me? Holy shit.
Yeah. So the judges arrive and Tom says, like, he's like, so I feel like no one told Tom what the challenge was until he showed up. And then he has to ask everyone at the table. He's like, so what is wicked food? It's like, I'm like a food guy and I don't know what wicked food is.
like really good? Like I've spent time up north. Is it like really good food, like wicked food?
Yeah.
Is it like Boston cuisine? Because
Yeah.
I don't
like
want
Jimmy
Boston
Fallon
cuisine.
Wicked?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You are. Do they say the R word a bunch in that sketch?
Probably.
Yeah, I think so.
Seems like they would. Paul's dish has, I thought this was kind of cool, a beat bloody handprint on
Yeah.
it, which is a really cool call. Tom or Repair point out that like I hope he like washed his hand before he did
Ripper.
that. It is
No,
kinda
he
gross.
says, oh, I think he used a glove.
He probably used a glove. It tastes plasticky. Yes. See, very good.
I can taste it.
Do you have a clip here, Jamal? Should we play that?
Yeah, it's Tom's joke of the week.
Tell us a little bit about Snow White and the Huntsman.
We have 8 dwarfs instead of 7.
Is that a union issue?
If there was an 8th dwarf, what
It would be
you...
Tom.
Oh, at least I'm not dopey.
Freaking back-to-back crushing.
Yeah. It's like I might be a dwarf, but I'm not that dumb shit dopey.
Yeah.
Right? We all fucking hate that guy. He's dumb as hell.
Also,
look at
when they're in the writers' room and they're writing Snow White and the Huntsman, and they're like, "Yo, this movie's fucked up. The Queen, serial killer. This shit's dark." Someone's like, "What if we did 8 dwarfs?"
No, that's too much, man.
How-
That's too much.
We have
Hey, we can't go that crazy.
tighten this. Okay.
Someone actually pitched 9, and they're like, "No, rein it in. We can't have
right,
9
right,
dwarfs."
right. Let's do 8. Let's do 8.
What, did we ever get
Let's call him-
revealed who that
let's call him
eighth dwarf
Sheffy.
was?
I
I
don't
didn't
think
see
we
the
did.
movie. I don't know. They didn't talk about
Yeah, I
it.
don't know either.
They moved right past it. We know it's not Tom because he would have said.
Let
it
me
was
ask
him.
AI what the name is.
Don't burn down a rainforest. He can just Google it regularly.
Nah, I have to burn down the rainforest. That's how I get the good answers.
It's wrong most of the time.
Not if you pay for it.
You pay for it.
You, like I said, I got it.
You do got it. All right, who's gonna answer first? Reeves doing normal googling, or Jamal who's burning down
Oh,
rainforest?
I didn't start. I'm sorry.
Okay, don't do it.
No, there's
We
a
don't
bunch
need
of jokes on here. A bunch of assholes trying to ruin our show.
Hey, pal, we can do that ourselves.
Yeah. No, thank you. I'm not going to read your dumbass joke. Okay. So everyone,
Let's just say it was like spooky dwarf or something.
Yeah,
It's a dark. They did a spooky one.
It was one that's real scary. He's spooky and scary, and that's what made it dark. Well, Jamal, check in when you figure it out. So the game of this whole episode is all the dishes are good. They're very impressed. It's the best cooking of the season. Everyone is really impressed and is loving everything. So it becomes very difficult for them to pick a winner and a loser because they're kind of splitting hairs.
Gotta be nitpicky here. Someone's gonna go home for a good dish,
Mm-hmm.
which is the way you want to do it, I guess. You don't want to go home for a bad dish. You just want to go out with a good dish.
Yeah.
Beverly didn't do scary dish, and if we jump to like the ending when people were in the bottoms, Grayson immediately throws Beverly under the fucking bus.
Yeah.
She's like, I could have done whatever food that I like to cook, but I didn't. I did the prompt.
Okay, do you want to know the names of the dwarfs?
Yes, please.
Just the one I don't know.
Because in the Huntsman, they don't get nicknames. They're actually given actual names.
Man, these
Beef,
writers.
Muir, Gort, Neon, Dwyer, Call, Quert, and Gus. They're not given nicknames in the movie.
Okay.
They're giving personality traits that kind of sound like nicknames. They got like one's the leader, one's the blind seer, is wise, one's aggressive, one's the comic relief, one's stoic and dependable, one's quiet and reserved. They don't actually use the
I
nickname.
hate this. I hate this.
Gus is the dumb fuck, right? Gus is the
Yeah.
one that's like stupid as hell.
The youngest and innocent is Gus.
And Gort's the mean one, right? Name like Gort.
Gort
It's got to be
is
mean.
gruff and aggressive.
Knew it.
Yeah.
You fucking named Gort, you're a dickhead.
Mhm.
Had a guy named Gort in college that I knew. No fucking
Mm.
asshole, this guy.
So
Couldn't he would always want to be in your group and never do the work. Fucking Gort.
Typical.
Typical Gort behavior. This
So-
episode, guys.
Judges table. Padma says, I want to see everyone. Who's on top? Everyone. Who's on bottom? Everyone. the winner here is Paul. He did the beet hand, but he did foie
Spooky
gras
hand.
with bacon, pumpernickel, pickled cherries, and beets. Looked very good.
The second foie dish this episode, that's how you know this is like early days Top Chef, because no one fucking does that shit anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little overdone. His whole dish, the whole concept was like an enchanted forest. It was pretty cool. And he, for his great prize of winning the elimination challenge, he gets tickets to a movie. So that's pretty cool.
Which today is like $30. Back then would have been like 12.
Yeah,
For
12
both.
nickels. Yeah.
Yeah.
And on the bottom, like Bryan said, Sarah, Beverly, Grayson really throws Beverly on the bus. The thing here, again, they're nitpicking. Beverly's sauce was a little sticky, little sticky.
Weird texture.
Beverly does start crying again. They basically make everyone plead for their life. Tom holds a gun to everyone's face and says, "You tell me why you need to be here still. Why shouldn't I blow your freaking brains out?" And they all like give a sob story. Back in the kitchen, Ed says, whoever goes home, we shouldn't be sad. No, we should be proud of them. Proud of them for being the worst out of all of us and leaving the cooking show. Real
We also
rah-rah
get a
speech.
We get one of those fun little things mid commercial break where they're playing music in the back and they're doing like some sort of like mildly cultural insensitive song in the back.
Yeah. I don't know what was going on there. I get that you get bored back there, but let's be nice.
Let's keep our wits about us here. You're being filmed.
So in the end, our poor friend Beverly is eliminated.
Meal tonight. Very, very difficult decision, but unfortunately, the queen will have someone's head. Fatma?
Beverly, please pack your knives and go.
Okay. This is really, really difficult. It really hurts. I was at the top today in my quickfire, and I almost won the immunity. I could have saved myself from this elimination round.
Going home.
I've definitely proven to myself how much I can really persevere through all the highs and the lows. I never threw anyone under the bus. I definitely showed people more than just that I can cook, but how strong I am.
Right. Bye.
I definitely have a lot to be proud of. I live for my son, and goal is to be successful so that he can have a bright future.
And there it is. Beverly goes home. She goes to Last Chance Kitchen, which of course we are not covering because Peacock does not have all the episodes, and also we're not going to do that. We only do it for live seasons, and even then,
barely.
Yeah, and even then, not so much this last time.
Yeah.
Well, look, if you're not going to pull in at least 1 million viewers, I can't be bothered.
Yeah,
No,
man.
yeah, I don't care what happens to you when you're off the show. Sorry, Tom. Do we know where Beverly is now? Does she have a website that works?
Yeah. So Beverly Kim is very successful after Top Chef. She owns out of Chicago.
Well, she's not out yet. Should we even?
That's true. She goes pretty
Do
deep.
this?
She comes back in.
Yeah.
But we'll pretend like she's dead.
Okay.
She owns
We
Parachute.
don't know this. We don't know what happens. We're watching this.
That's true. We don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, she might come back. She might not. This could be the end for her, of her life. She owns Parachute, which is a Michelin-starred restaurant out of Chicago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Whoa.
it's a modern Korean cuisine. She's won the James Beard Award.
wow.
So she's done pretty well for herself.
Not been
Well,
back
I
on the
hope
show
when we-
either. She's not done All-Star season. She's not shown up. Doesn't need it.
Yeah. It's almost like she's been busy cooking.
Yeah,
It's almost like she had a bad experience on the show.
Yeah. It's almost like she said, I'm going to go make something myself. What have you been up to, Sarah?
I think Sarah does have a good restaurant, though. I think Sarah's been
does.
on. She
Michelin star?
I think she hangs out with Guy. I think.
she.
I don't think she's a
Michelin
Michelin
star.
star.
Ooh. So not as good as Beverly.
We'll find out. But what's Bailey? I think is the one who worked with Sarah in her restaurant for a long time. Bailey from the most recent season.
Interesting.
There you go.
All right.
Sorry.
Well, we've returned. We attempted some bits. Some were steamrolled and destroyed. Others were as expected. Brian, play the music.
Yeah.
So we're back into the old seasons and, back in the habit. So until next time, we're going to pack our knives and go.
This is fun. Absolutely. This is great, guys. You guys got something here. This is fun.
Thank you guys so much. I really, really appreciate it. And, y'all got a new fan. I love it. Love hearing you guys' commentary. So.
Okay, you might make the outro with that.
Yeah, clip it.